The Alpha Sessions with Alan Joyce.
So this is the Alpha Sessions. I'm Alan, and I'm really pleased to be joined in the studio by Sheena-Rae. Welcome along.
Hi, you're right.
Thanks so much for coming down.
Thank you so much for having me.
3 great performances, which we're going to hear from you shortly. But
Thank you.
There's loads to ask you about because you do so much. You're a singer, songwriter, performer, actor, model, dancer.
Yeah.
You do everything, don't you? So, and it's clear as well, watching all your videos, that you perform a lot of different styles of music. I mean, R&B is probably, I guess, your main one, but you do a lot of covers and a lot of different genres. So talk to us a little bit about your sort of earliest musical memories.
So my earliest musical memories, when I was little, I went into the sound cube and I recorded a High School Musical song, When There Was Me and You, and it was like, this sounds so good, I want to be in the studio all the time. So that was like one of my earliest musical memories. I was in like choirs at school and stuff as well, but I've always just sung from when I was really little. So I feel like, that got me into everything.
Were you from a musical family? Were you
No, well, not really. Like my mum is the worst singer in the world, so I don't know where it came from really.
Right.
But yeah, like I don't know where it came from, honestly.
So what sort of stuff would you listen to on the radio as sort of growing up? What were your main things?
Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce was definitely one of the single ladies. I learned the whole dance.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But like then it got to like teenagers like Ariana Grande, and she's like now one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
But even since I was like 13, she was like the one for me, and it's continued to this day. But yeah, just like Destiny's Child. Who else?
So R&B was always a big thing.
Yeah, R&B, a lot, pop as well. Pop
Yeah.
is a very big part of me too. Yeah.
And did you know then quite early on that you wanted to be a part of that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like ever since I was little, I was like, I want to be a singer, but I never really told anyone because it's like no one will take it seriously. So
did you perform in schools and things like that?
Yeah,
How early did you start doing stuff?
I did like plays, I did concerts. I used to get really nervous. Like I used to be so anxious, but I love doing it at the same time. Yeah.
Do you still find you get nervous now?
Sometimes I feel like I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
My confidence does come out on stage a lot. Like I just kind of lose it when I'm on stage, but it's still there a little bit. But when I'm on stage, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Before, it's always a bit like, oh.
And what do you remember when you started writing music?
Yeah, so I went to LCCM, London Centre of Contemporary Music, and that was like where I started writing a lot as well and like performing. And I was like, yeah, I want to write more. I want to like create an EP. And then it was in lockdown when I started saying, okay, I want to release something. And that was when I started writing the songs that I've released like today. So that was like 2021. But I've kind of always written, I just never executed it. Kind of just started and never executed it. So
many people started that process during lockdown.
Yeah, so, just so much free time. And I was like,
Yeah.
it actually worked out for me very well.
Yeah, that's really cool. So talk us through your songwriting process then.
Okay, so what I do is find a beat, maybe on like YouTube or something like that, something like funky. And then I will come up with a melody. Melody first, I think. You've got to find that like perfect melody. And then the lyrics.
Okay.
And then I kind of relate it to like own experiences, maybe like exaggerate it on a little bit, but mainly own experiences.
So you generally find you always get the musical side first. You don't sort of wake up with a sort of an idea in your head in terms of a theme you want to write about, or does it happen that way around at all?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll be like, this has happened, I need to write a song about this.
Yeah.
But mainly it's just like getting the right melody and just getting that catchy. I think that's the main thing, just getting a catchy hook for me, and then the lyrics come after.
And do you always write from personal experiences?
Yeah, mostly. Sometimes I'll see something and be like, okay, I could write about that, like maybe on TV or something. But mainly it's personal experiences, and then I'll just extend it, exaggerate it.
And have you ever thought about collaborating with anyone? Would you collaborate and do a song with someone?
I'm collaborating with a couple of people right now, doing like verses for them, and people have collaborated with me. So definitely, I think that's such a good way to just expand, get your music out there. So yeah, definitely.
And was dancing always a thing early on as well?
Yeah, dancing I used to do a lot more back in the day. I've started again because I really want to. I've always just loved it. But I mainly do like street dance and stuff like that. A little bit of heels. But yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
And so, as I said at the start, you do singing, songwriting, performing, acting, dancing. Would you say any one of them is a particular favourite of yours?
Definitely singing and dancing. Yeah.
Okay.
But singing I do more like professionally, dancing I do more like for fun.
Yeah. Well, we've got loads to ask you about in terms of some of the experiences you've had with your singing and your dancing. But I think let's get straight into one of the songs because people want to hear your sound.
Yeah.
And the first track that you did for us was a track called Begging.
That was the first song I ever released.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long ago did you write the song?
So I wrote it during lockdown, and that was like part of my first EP called Salty Tears. And that was the first song I released from the EP, and it had like a music video and everything. So that was like my first proper single. So I just love that. That's why I love it so much, because it was like my first one.
And with the EP, did you write the song specifically for the EP, or was it a case of the EP came together from a collection of songs that you'd written during lockdown?
I think it came together, yeah. I was kind of just like, okay, let's write some songs. Should I do it as singles or should I do it as an EP? And then I was like, okay, let's do it as an EP, because I was just like, people will hear my sound more. But I still released it as a couple of singles and then into the EP. But yeah, it kind of just came together afterwards, really.
And why Salty Tears as the EP?
So, it's a play on words. Tears, as in like the lockdown tears.
Yeah.
But then like crying as well, because some of it was quite sad. So, and then salty spelled like SOUL, because some of the songs were quite soulful. Yeah. So yeah, that's
clever title. I like it.
It's cringe, but it's also clever but cringe at the same time.
No, I think more clever than cringe.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
good.
It's good. All right, let's have a listen to the track Begging anyway.
Yeah, cool. Begging, begging, begging. Mama always said, know your worth. Daddy always said, put yourself first. I was a big believer in second chances. Always been a sucker for bad boy romances. But mama always said, daddy always said, to love yourself. Yeah, but I'm stronger now, doing my own thing. I'm in a boxing match in my own ring, and I'll be ready when the referee says fight. Yeah, but I'm stronger now, doing my own thing. I'm in a boxing match in my own ring, and I know it's gonna be victory each time. Cause you won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging to stay. Cause I know the old me has passed away, and you won't catch me begging, begging, begging. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging. My roommate always said, go have fun. My homies always say, you're number one. I was always scared to be alone, so I just let everything go. But now I don't care, I hope you know, yeah, that I'm stronger now, doing my own thing. I'm in a boxing match in my own ring, and I know it's gonna be victory each time. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging to stay. Cause I know the old me has passed away, and you won't catch me begging, begging, begging. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging. Yo, I'ma need to tell nobody. I'm my own person, yeah, in my own body. I'm the queen with my queen on. Hey, Alexander dress has got the gleam on. Don't need to be around these certain guys. I know my self-worth and I'm certified. They in their feelings, they checking, won't open their message. They're begging, I'm flexing, accepted. Hey, boom, how I'm gone, yeah, I moved on. All the time wasted, that was too long. Moving forever, now the future is better. Yeah, but loosen the tether, but you didn't tell her. Cause they want you under their control. Dehumanized without a soul. But no, I don't need them. I grew as me, and that's the end. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging to stay. Cause I know the old me has passed away, and you won't catch me begging, begging, begging. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging to stay. Cause I know the old me has passed away, and you won't catch me begging, begging, begging. You won't catch me begging, 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 begging for love.
The Alpha Sessions with Alan Joyce.
That was Begging. Great track.
Thank you very
Love
much.
that.
Thank you.
So lots to ask you about, but one of the things that comes up in your bio, which I have to ask you about straight away, is the singing show that you did on the telly, the ITV show called Romeo and Duet. So how did that all come about, firstly?
What was it? So I think someone messaged me saying, are you interested in, I think it was on Instagram, are you interested in being a part of the singing dating show? And then I was like, yes. And then went through like 2 Zoom auditions, got through. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And then they did loads of like checks and all that. Yeah, and that was just like a big process. And then I got it and I was like, damn, can't believe I did that.
Did you always want to do TV stuff anyway?
Kind of, yeah. I was always quite scared to,
Yeah.
but I was like, just go for it, just do it. And I found out Oti Mabuse was hosting it. So yeah, I was like, that's really cool. ITV Saturday night. So yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant. Primetime Saturday night at ITV.
Didn't continue, but
No.
people didn't like it.
Was it what you expected it to be? I mean, obviously, I want to get loads of backstage goss out of you and stuff. But when you went through it, was it what you were hoping it was going to be?
It was way better than I thought it would be.
Really?
I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. Like, just people backstage, just so many staff, so many crew, just like touching up your makeup. Like, it was so professional. It was so cool.
Did it give you a taste for kind of wanting to do more of that?
Definitely,
as an established artist?
Definitely. I think that's the only way, really, you can kind of get out there.
So anyone who hasn't seen the programme, talk us through the format.
So it's a singing dating show, and there's 4 of us. I was one of the 4. We're the pickers, we're the choosers. So we climb up these stairs and we hear these voices, and we have to choose one of these voices to go on a date with, practice a song with or whatever. So you don't know what they look like, you can't see them. They sing you a song and then you have to choose. So I chose the second guy. I also came out as bisexual on the show too, so I had a guy and a girl and a guy and a girl.
Wow.
So the second was a guy. I picked the guy, and then you have to practice a duet with them. So you get the duet beforehand, but you don't know who you're singing with.
Yeah.
You practice backstage, they film it, and then you perform that duet live, and then the live audience picks the winner.
Okay.
Like who's the best couple, basically. I didn't win.
Were you pleased with your choice though? In hindsight, would you have gone for the same guy again?
No. No, he was nice, but not my type. No.
Okay, fair enough. And what was the reaction that you got from it? Sort of, did you got a lot of reaction on social media and stuff?
Well, I was actually in Cyprus when it came out because I was doing a season in Cyprus for 6 months. Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of people on Twitter saying stuff like, she's attention seeking, a lot of that, and I was like, oh god, okay, it's the first hate comments I've got. But yeah, the show, I don't think it got a very good overall rating, but in overall, like, I got some good comments. Like, I think I came across quite well, so that's the main thing.
Social media is something I want to come back to, because that in itself is just a massive thing anyway, and I guess you experience a little part of what
people get.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of, let's say, an imaginary situation where you could go on telly and do a duet with anyone, like, who would be your perfect duet that you would do with?
That's a good question. I'm not going to say Ariana Grande because obviously I love her, but she's just too good, and she'd make me sound terrible.
No, not at all. Let's go with Ariana Grande.
Okay, yeah. Let's go with her. She's, yeah.
Yeah. Any sort of backstage gossip that you can give us from the TV programme? Anything that sort of surprised you?
It was all really chill, to be fair. I thought it was going to be much more, like, strict, but it was very, like, chill. They were very nice to us. Like, we waited in a room for most of the time and just, like, waited around. But yeah, it was just like loads of people rushing about, like retaking like lots of takes, because some of it was pre-recorded and then the singing part was live.
Right.
So if people made a mistake, they would just redo it again, and then they would get the audience to, like, you know, cheer and all that. So it was quite interesting to see. But yeah.
Did you enjoy the experience of doing it live, or did it kind of just feel like a stress at the end?
When the singing part was probably the easiest part for me. I feel like the talking part, when she interviewed me at the beginning, that was more scary for me because I didn't know what she was going to ask me. But the singing part was live, so I was kind of alright with that because obviously I've sung live before. But it was a bit scary, yeah.
Well, it's fascinating. I'll have to go back and watch it because I think it's still available for anyone.
It is, episode 6, ITV Hub, Romeo and Duet.
Excellent. Which brings me on to the topic of music videos, because you've recorded some videos for some of your songs, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So is that a part that you really enjoy and want to do more of?
I think it's my favourite part, to be fair, just like getting your makeup and hair done. Like, I want to do one this year, like with a whole storyline, because a lot of my music videos are just me, so I want to have like a proper storyline, proper like full budget music video.
Have you directed the ones you've done so far?
No, usually the videographer directs as well, but if I have an idea, I'll like tell him or whatever. So yeah.
What's the favourite video, would you say, of the ones you've done so far?
I love Don't Tell a Soul. I think that just looks very nice aesthetically. And Come Alive, the same thing, aesthetics are really nice. Yeah. Where
would be your dream place to shoot a music video?
Oh, on a beach somewhere hot. I'm going to say Mexico or Hawaii.
It's interesting because so many music videos that are shot on a beach, supposedly somewhere hot, are usually kind of done in Brighton in March or something.
In summer, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's cool. And yeah, in terms of like with music videos, are there particular people that you like to collaborate with on that?
I've worked with a couple different people, but I think I'd like to just maybe try out some different other people, see, everyone has different ideas, everyone's got different ways of working the camera, so I think it'll be interesting to work with different people for that.
Yeah, brilliant. So let's have a listen to the second track now, which is Break From My Brain, which is actually my favourite of your tracks.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people say that to me.
Yeah. Tell me a bit more about the track.
So this track is one of my more vulnerable ones. It is about anxiety and just like overthinking things and just having thoughts that just don't go away, that are just irrelevant, but you can't get rid of them. They're just anxious thoughts. So I've struggled with anxiety quite a lot. So yeah, I just kind of wrote down feelings and it came out into that.
It's so relatable, and I think that's maybe why it's got such a good reaction. Obviously it took courage for you to put it out there, but so many people will listen and relate to that song.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I wanted from it, really.
Yeah.
Caring about what John says. I'm sick of being a prisoner of my mind. There's no more I can take. The racing thoughts, they catch me all the time. Will I find my escape? No, I gotta just be free to just do what I want without caring about what could go wrong. It's not a lot to want to be free from my mind without always feeling I have to do what is right. Yeah, I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Yeah, I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Just one day, I need a holiday from all these thoughts causing my misery. Yeah, I need a break from my brain, a break from my brain. A switch of buttons, all I need, so I can really start to enjoy my own company. I am my own worst enemy. I'll wait for the day I can finally breathe. When the heart rate slows down and the room don't spin around. When I can wake up in the morning without my thoughts being loud. When the self-hate stops and the constant worry drops. When I can finally be myself again, 'cause she is all I got. Be free to just do what I want without caring about what could go wrong. It's not a lot to want to be free from my mind without always feeling like every day is a fight. Yeah, I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Yeah, I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Just one day, I need a holiday from all these thoughts causing my misery. Yeah, I need a break from my brain, a break from my brain. One day I wish it could be me. Have a mind that's full of peace, to have thoughts that don't control me. I love myself, but I just need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Yeah, I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. So just one day, I need a holiday from all these thoughts causing my misery. Yeah, I need a break from my brain, just need a break from my brain. I need a break from my brain. It's making me feel like I'm insane. Yeah.
Alpha Sessions with Alan Joyce.
Okay, that was a break from my brain, and we're talking to Sheena-Rae here on the Alpha Sessions. So I want to talk a little bit more about the social media side now.
Yes.
Because you are all over social media, especially TikTok. Is that a side that you enjoy as well?
I do enjoy it, but it also stresses me out because it's like, what's the latest trend? Like, what can I post now? And you have to be so consistent with it. And it's very difficult. But TikTok, I don't do very well on TikTok at all. But I try not to stress too much about it, really, you know.
See, the thing is, it's all relative as well, isn't it? Because actually, when I was looking at your TikTok channel, I thought, oh, you're all over it. Like, you've got so many good videos on there.
Thank you.
And it's about keep posting, isn't it? Because people want to see more stuff.
Yeah.
For anyone who's sort of starting out as an artist who's going through the same sort of doubts about social media, what tips would you say you would pass on to them?
I think just don't stress too much about it, to be honest. Like, if a video is meant to blow up, it will.
Yeah.
But if you keep trying and it doesn't happen, you're just going to get disappointed. So I just mainly just focus on the music and try and obviously keep up with social media, but I don't make that my priority.
Do you get a lot of interactions with fans and followers?
I do, yeah, more on Instagram than TikTok, actually. Yeah, and I actually get a lot of like opportunities and collabs on Instagram, so it does work out for me like that too.
Which would be your favourite platform to use, would you say?
Instagram, definitely. Yeah. I get the most interaction from there. Yeah. Good
interaction as opposed to negative.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Because you mentioned briefly before about Twitter, or X as they're calling it now.
Yeah, I didn't even realise that it changed, and then I downloaded the app again because I don't really use it. I was like, oh, it's X now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you said that you had a bit of a reaction when you were on the ITV show. How easy did you find it was to block that out and just say?
I was in Cyprus. I didn't really care.
Oh,
I was in 30 degrees. I was having a drink. I was good. Yeah.
That is great.
But I'm all right with hate. I feel like if you don't have a bit of hate, if you have hate, you're becoming successful.
You made it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because people are talking about you. So yeah.
So you do a lot of live performing, and we've talked about that a little bit. But in terms of gigs, what would you say you look for as the perfect gig venue when you're performing live?
Just like a attentive audience, just people that are just watching you, like not people on their phones. Obviously, you're gonna have people on their phones. Like if you're singing in like hotels, pubs, you're gonna have people on their phones. But just attentive audience, just people that want to listen to your music.
Yeah. A lot of your music is obviously stuff that people like to dance to as well. So do you like the contrast of performing at venues where in some cases people are just sat listening attentively, but also presumably a lot of the more sort of function type gigs where you've got everyone up and about? Oh yeah,
like I love it when people get up and dancing. I feel like I'm actually making them enjoy it. So yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Where would you like to perform? Is there anywhere in particular that you've got your eye on?
Where would I like to perform? I'd love to go abroad again because obviously I did that 6 months in Cyprus. I literally had the time of my life. Yeah. I'd love to go abroad again, somewhere maybe like Tenerife, just for a few months and just be singing every night. I think that would be amazing.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or maybe like a cruise. I'm not sure about a cruise. I was thinking about a cruise, but I don't know if I'd get really claustrophobic and just be like, I need to escape.
I think I'd just get seasick. That wouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah, and then apparently there's nothing to do in the day and like you can't go anywhere. So I don't know. Something to think about.
How about festivals? Are you a fan of festivals?
I'd love to, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can perform at any, but I'd love to do a festival. Yeah.
Anyone in particular that you've got your eye on?
I don't really know about festivals. I'd do any. Like I think they're just such a good vibe. Yeah.
So it's a question we throw out to some artists who've been in before, that if you had your perfect sort of live performance thing, where you could literally sing on stage with anyone and you could have any rider, which is basically a case of, the luxury items that people have backstage when they're being pampered. You may have had some of this on ITV, I don't know, but what would be your perfect setup for a live gig? So who would you perform with and what would be your dream rider?
Okay, I also love Kehlani. She's great. I'd love to sing with her. Backstage.
Yeah. What relaxes you before a gig?
Usually just being on my own, really. So I don't think I'd need it. I don't know. Maybe like someone doing my hair and makeup.
Okay.
And just like listening to music.
Yeah.
I think that would just chill me out a little bit.
Do you have a drink or something to eat before a gig to kind of relax you, or?
Sometimes I do, like a little one. But I sometimes I'm alright without it. Yeah. It just depends, really. But yeah, I just kind of like chill by myself, really.
Yeah.
And like go through the songs in my head, maybe. That's it, really. But yeah, nothing special.
Cool. And have you got more gigs lined up for this year?
At the moment, I don't have anything specific, but there might be things coming up soon. I'm in a couple bands at the moment, so that is in the works, and that will be very exciting. Yeah,
that's cool. And what else have you got planned coming up for 2024?
So I'm going to release more music. I'm actually working on some right now. So just the band stuff, just getting that out there. I'm in a couple, and then just releasing, I think maybe like a little album, like a mini EP, because I did an EP in 2021, then I released loads of singles. So I think this year is an EP year, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
One of the songs that's just become really successful for you on Spotify and other platforms is a track called Politician.
Politician, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about that track before we...
It's not really my favourite track, so I don't know how it got that good. I do like the mix of it, though, to be fair. But it's basically just about someone who lies to you and isn't who they say they are, like a politician. Very simple. But people like it, so that's good.
Yeah, that's really cool. We were chatting a little bit off air before about kind of what money people make off streaming platforms. It's such a difficult one now, isn't it? Because artists really don't get much from people streaming songs thousands upon thousands of times.
No, I've made £150 in 3 years on Spotify.
Yeah.
From my streams only. So it's
mad.
like 0.001p per stream or something.
Wow. Is that really disheartening, like, in a way? Or
I mainly do like the original music for myself anyway. So to get some money out of it, I'm happy with, but yeah, I mean, it's more as you said, more in the live performances and all that. So yeah. So
if you wanted people to interact with you, where would you say you'd want people to go and to find your music?
Spotify mainly, and Instagram and YouTube, because I've got all my music videos on YouTube as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's plug all the other socials as well. So you've got TikTok. TikTok is another one I've just invented. Where else can people find you?
What am I on? TikTok. Damn. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'm basically on everything, like Amazon, Apple. Basically all major platforms.
Cool. Brilliant. Well, let's have a listen to the final track that you've done for us. Still Won't Stay.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this one.
So this one is about liking someone and them treating you amazing, but you just have commitment issues. So you just won't stay. I wrote this quite a while ago, and it was just how I felt about relationships, never wanting to get into one. So that's what it's about.
Brilliant. Well, we'll finish on this one.
Yeah.
Sheena-Rae, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Commitment is a fear. In the bed all day, I know you die for me, but you know I would not do the same. You like me, quite clearly you're all for me, and I know that you adore me, but I don't wanna waste your time no more. You like me, quite clearly you're all for me, and I know that you adore me, but I don't wanna waste your time. Buy me things that gazillion brings, but you know I still won't stay. Buy me things you can get on one knee, but you know I still won't stay. Take me on a first class flight, tell me that I'm beautiful each night. You can do those things, you can treat me like a queen, and you know I still won't stay. I'll leave ya, leave ya, leave ya. 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 I'll leave ya, leave ya, leave ya.